If you're watching this right now, it's not an accident. God has led you here for a reason. Something powerful is happening in your life, and whether you realize it or not, you are standing at the edge of a major transformation. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you worked, it was never enough? Like you were constantly chasing success, money, happiness, but never truly catching it? Maybe you've been stuck in a cycle of financial stress, job dissatisfaction, or personal setbacks that make you wonder, is this all life has for me? If that sounds familiar, then hear me clearly. That cycle is ending. A new season of abundance. God is saying, no more struggling, no more stressing over money, no more exhausting yourself trying to make ends meet. Your time of endless work is over, and I know what you might be thinking. That sounds nice, but how? Life doesn't just magically change overnight. But let me tell you something. This isn't magic. This is divine intervention. God is stepping in to take care of everything. Look around you. There are signs everywhere. Have you been seeing repeating numbers? Have opportunities suddenly been presenting themselves? Have you been feeling a pull to let go of old ways of thinking and embrace something greater? That's not random. That's God preparing you for your next chapter. Think about the people who seem to live effortlessly in abundance, the ones who attract wealth, love, and success with ease. Do you think they're just lucky? Or do you think they've tapped into something greater? They've learned to stop striving and start aligning. How to shift into abundance now? Let's get practical, because I'm not just here to inspire you. I want to give you real steps to take. Stop chasing and start receiving. Most people spend their lives chasing things, chasing money, chasing love, chasing happiness. But what if I told you that the key to receiving is actually to stop running after it? Think about it. When you chase something, what does it do? It runs away. That's how energy works. Instead, start moving with faith, not fear. Example: instead of worrying about where your next paycheck will come from, act as if your needs are already met. Pay your bills with gratitude rather than stress. Speak abundance over your life instead of lack. Because when you live as if you already have enough, you create space for more to flow in. Trust that God is your provider. For too long, society has conditioned us to believe that we alone are responsible for our financial success, that if we're not working 60-hour weeks, if we're not hustling hard, then we won't make it. But what if that's a lie? What if God is your provider, not your job? Yes, work is important. Taking action is important. But worrying, stressing, and overworking are not part of God's plan for you. Example: look at people who win the lottery. Most of them end up broke again within a few years. Why? Because wealth isn't just about money. It's about mindset. If you don't trust in abundance, you'll always find a way to lose it. When you trust that God has already made a way for you, opportunities come to you effortlessly. The right job appears. Unexpected money shows up. New ideas flow. Open yourself to unexpected blessings. God's plan for your abundance may not look the way you expect it to. Maybe you've been asking for financial freedom, but instead of getting a raise, you get an idea for a side business. Maybe you've been praying for more money, but instead, you suddenly feel called to move to a new city. Pay attention. God's blessings don't always come in the form of a paycheck. Example: ever hear stories of people who randomly met someone who changed their life? Maybe they struck up a conversation with a stranger who ended up offering them their dream job. Or they decided to take a different route home and stumbled upon an opportunity they never expected. These things don't just happen. They are divine alignments. Your only job is to be open, to say yes when opportunities arise, to trust that when something leaves your life, it's making space for something greater. Your new reality is here. So now, let me ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to stop living in survival mode and start thriving? Are you ready to step into a life where money, success, and happiness flow to you naturally? Because that's exactly what's happening. From this moment on, you no longer have to chase money. It will come to you. You no longer have to force success. It will find you. You no longer have to worry about the future. It is already taken care of. God has already prepared your blessings. Your only job now is to trust, believe, and receive. Your time has come. Why your struggles are over and abundance is here. Imagine this. Every hardship you've faced, every struggle you've endured, it wasn't in vain. Those difficult moments weren't meant to break you. They were meant to shape you. To the world, you may have looked like someone who was failing. Maybe you were underestimated, mocked, or dismissed. But God has always seen the greatness within you. And now, the time has come for that greatness to shine. From struggle to strength. Your journey was not a mistake. Think about the people in history who went through the hardest battles before stepping into their calling. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first television job and told she wasn't fit for TV. Now she's one of the most influential women in the world. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination before he built an empire of dreams. Joseph in the Bible was betrayed by his own brothers, thrown into prison, and forgotten, until God raised him up to rule Egypt and save nations. What do all these stories have in common? They were never meant to stay in struggle. Their hardships were stepping stones to their greatness. And just like them, you were never meant to live a life of mediocrity. You were chosen for more. God is elevating you. Right now, for years you've been working hard. You've endured sleepless nights, financial stress, and moments where you thought about giving up. But hear me, those days are over. No more worrying about money, no more feeling stuck, no more wondering if you'll ever make it. God is stepping in to take care of everything. It might sound impossible, but look at what He's done before. Remember how God provided for the Israelites in the wilderness? When they had no food, He sent manna from heaven. When they were thirsty, He made water flow from a rock. That same God is working in your life right now. The money you need? It's coming. The breakthrough you've been praying for? It's already on its way. The peace you've been searching for? It's yours to claim. Financial freedom, letting go of fear and embracing faith. Let's get real. Financial stress is exhausting. It keeps you up at night, makes you question your worth, and robs you of joy. Maybe you've spent years worrying about how you'll pay the bills, whether you'll ever get ahead, if success is even possible for someone like you. But listen to me, God is taking care of your finances. This is a divine invitation to stop striving, stop stressing, and start trusting. When you let go of fear and fully trust that God is your provider, you step into a flow of abundance where things start to shift effortlessly. Think of it this way. Imagine two people looking for financial success. Person A is constantly worried about money, stressing over bills, and working themselves to exhaustion. Person B trusts in divine provision, stays open to new opportunities, and moves through life with peace and confidence. Who do you think will recognize and attract more opportunities? Person B, every single time. Because when you believe that abundance is already yours, you create space to receive it. Opportunities will start coming to you. Unexpected blessings will appear. The doors that once seemed closed will swing wide open. Your enemies will watch your rise. Let's be honest, there have been people who doubted you. They laughed when you struggled. They whispered behind your back. They questioned if you'd ever make it. But God has seen every single moment. And soon those same people who mocked you will stand in awe of what He has done in your life. The tables are turning. The Bible says in Psalm 23 verse 5, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies." That means God is about to elevate you right in front of the people who once doubted you. They will see the financial breakthrough you receive, the success you step into, the peace and joy that radiate from you. Your life will be a living testimony that God is a provider. Rest in abundance. It's already done. Take a deep breath. Everything you've worked toward, everything you've prayed for, it's not just a dream anymore. It's a certainty. Wealth is already on the horizon. Opportunities are already lining up. Your blessings are already prepared. Now, your job is simple. Receive it. You don't have to chase success. It's already finding you. All you need to do is trust that God's plan is bigger than your fears. Prepare to receive the opportunities coming your way. Rest in the peace of knowing your future is secure. Your season of renewal is here. Let's reflect for a moment. Every hardship you faced, it was preparing you. Every struggle, it made you stronger. Every moment you felt like quitting, it was shaping your faith. But now, it's time for a new beginning. The pain of the past is behind you. The season of struggle is over. A chapter of renewal, abundance, and divine favor is unfolding. So stand tall, walk boldly, and embrace the life God has been preparing for you all along. Why your struggles are over, and how to step into abundance. Picture this. You've spent years trying, pushing, struggling, worrying. You've carried the weight of uncertainty on your shoulders, wondering if things will ever get easier. Maybe you've asked yourself, why does success feel just out of reach? Why do I work so hard but still feel stuck? When will things finally change? If this sounds familiar, I want you to take a deep breath and listen carefully. Because everything is about to shift. This isn't just a hopeful thought. This is a certainty. The struggles you faced, they weren't punishments. They were preparation. And now, the time has come to let go of control and step fully into the abundance that has already been prepared for you. Why trying harder isn't the answer. We've been conditioned to believe that success comes only through relentless effort, that if we just work harder, stress more, and grind longer, we'll finally make it. But let's pause for a second. Think about the most successful people in history, those who changed the world, built empires, and left a legacy. Steve Jobs didn't force his way to success. He trusted in his vision, let go of fear, and created something bigger than himself. J.K. Rowling went from being a struggling single mother to a billionaire author, not because she forced success, but because she let her creativity flow. Elon Musk takes massive risks, not because he fears failure, but because he trusts that the right opportunities will unfold. Now imagine if they had spent their lives trying to force everything, micromanage every detail, and stress over every setback. They wouldn't have had the space to allow miracles to unfold. And the same applies to you. God's plan is bigger than your efforts. We live in a world that glorifies hustle and exhaustion. But true success isn't about striving. It's about alignment. There's a passage in Proverbs 3:5-6 that says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." This means that when you stop trying to force everything to happen your way, and instead allow yourself to move in alignment with God's plan, things start to flow effortlessly. Have you ever noticed how some people always seem to be in the right place at the right time? It's not luck, it's divine alignment. Financial abundance is already yours. For too long, you've been stuck in a cycle of financial stress, worrying about bills, chasing job opportunities, wondering if you'll ever feel secure. But listen closely. God is already working on your financial breakthrough. Just as he provided for the Israelites in the wilderness, just as he multiplied the loaves and fish to feed thousands, he will provide for you. This is not just a nice thought. This is reality. Picture this. Imagine waking up with zero anxiety about money. Imagine opportunities coming to you without stress or struggle. Imagine finally experiencing the financial freedom you've been praying for. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's your destiny. God is shifting you into a season where wealth and success come naturally. Stop searching. What you need is already on its way. How much time have you spent searching for the perfect job, applying for countless positions, wondering if you'll ever find stability? The search is over. From this moment forward, opportunities will start coming to you. This isn't about sitting back and doing nothing. It's about moving in faith, not fear. Instead of chasing money, start attracting it. Instead of working tirelessly, start working intentionally. Instead of doubting your worth, start walking in confidence. When you trust that God is orchestrating everything behind the scenes, you stop feeling like you have to figure it all out. The right people, the right connections, the right opportunities, they're already being arranged for you. Your enemies will watch you rise. There have been people who doubted you. They laughed at your struggles. They whispered behind your back. They assumed you'd never make it. But they forgot one thing. God was watching the entire time. Psalm 23:5 says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies." That means the same people who mocked you will soon watch as you walk into success. They won't understand how you got there. They won't believe the transformation. They won't be able to deny that God did it. Your story is about to become proof that divine favor is real. Rest, trust, receive. Take a deep breath. The struggle is over. Everything you've prayed for is already unfolding. Now, your job is simple. Trust that God is in control. Let go of stress and walk in faith. Prepare to receive the blessings that are on their way. Your future isn't something you have to fight for anymore. It's already secured. Your abundance is already on its way. The hardest thing to do, especially when results aren't immediately visible, is to trust the process. But hear this. Your abundance is already on its way. Everything you have been praying for, hoping for, and working toward is being perfectly arranged. Even if you can't see it yet, trust that God's plan for your life is unfolding step by step. There were times when you doubted, times when you wondered if anything would ever change. You may have even questioned whether you were on the right path. But trust this. Everything has been leading you to this moment of divine provision. God's timing is never late. It is always perfect. What you need is being prepared for you, and soon, it will arrive in ways you never expected. The path to your abundance may not have been easy, but every moment was necessary for your growth and preparation. Every trial, every hardship, every closed door has been building your character and equipping you for the success you are about to experience. Now God is about to open new doors, bringing you the wealth and opportunities that will elevate your life. Remember, your abundance is already in motion. Trust the process, believe in the promises, and keep moving forward in faith. In due time, you will see the incredible blessings that have been waiting for you, and your life will reflect the faith and trust you've placed in God. The waiting season is over. You've waited, you've endured, and now your time has come. It's time for you to step into the spotlight and shine with the brilliance that God has placed within you. All the years of waiting and trusting have led to this defining moment, where the doors to success, wealth, and purpose swing wide open in front of you. During the waiting season, you may have felt stuck, like nothing was happening. But God was working behind the scenes, preparing you for a breakthrough that would change everything. Every moment of waiting was a moment of preparation, strengthening your resolve and deepening your faith. Now that the waiting is over, it's your time to rise, shine, and walk in the fullness of what God has prepared for you. The opportunities, the wealth, the success, it's all within your grasp. Your breakthrough is happening now. Do not look back at the time you spent waiting as wasted. Instead, see it as fertile ground that has made you ready for the harvest of blessings that is about to unfold. Step forward in confidence and know that this is your time to shine as God opens up new and amazing possibilities for your future. Stepping into your divine inheritance. There is an inheritance waiting for you, one that has been prepared by God Himself. From this moment forward, you are stepping into your divine inheritance, a legacy of wealth, health, and success that has been set aside specifically for you. This is not just about material wealth. It's about receiving all that God has promised you in every area of your life. For too long, you may have felt as though blessings were meant for someone else, that you were not deserving of the abundance that others seem to have. But God says you are worthy. You are chosen. Your inheritance is not a far-off dream. It is now within your reach. Everything that God has promised you will come to pass in this season. Just as a child receives the inheritance of their parents, you are receiving the inheritance of the Most High. This is your time to claim what has been promised, a future filled with peace, abundance, and purpose. The wealth and success that once seemed out of reach are now yours to claim. Trust that God has already prepared everything you need. Step forward in faith, knowing that you are entitled to this divine inheritance. Embrace the abundance that is coming your way, and walk boldly into the life that God has destined for you. Get ready for the overflow. You are about to experience an overflow of blessings so abundant that they will exceed anything you have ever expected. God is going to bless you in ways beyond what you've imagined. You will be left in awe of the generosity and grace He is pouring into your life. This overflow is not just about financial wealth. It's about an abundance of everything you need. God's blessings will touch every area of your life, your health, relationships, career, and purpose. What once seemed scarce will now be abundant. What you've asked for in faith will come back to you in overwhelming measure. God's plan is not for you to just get by. He wants you to thrive. The overflow of blessings will come in ways that will astonish you. Whether through unexpected financial windfalls, new opportunities, or blessings of peace and joy, God is about to take your life to levels you never thought possible. When the blessings come, they will not only satisfy your needs, they will overflow, allowing you to bless others as well. This is your season of abundance, and you are about to experience it in full measure. The doors are opening. God is about to open doors for you that you never even knew existed. These doors will lead to opportunities and blessings far beyond what you could have hoped for. You may have been knocking on doors for years, hoping for a breakthrough that never seemed to come. But now, the doors that God is opening will not require your constant effort to push them open. These doors will swing wide on their own because God has already paved the way for you. Behind these doors lie opportunities that once seemed out of reach: new relationships, career advancements, financial prosperity, and personal growth. Trust that God knows exactly what you need and when you need it. As these divine doors open, walk through them in faith, knowing that your future is secured by God's provision. This is your season of wealth and prosperity. A new season has begun in your life, a season of wealth and prosperity that will change everything. What once seemed difficult will now become easy. Your financial breakthrough is no longer a matter of if, it's a matter of when. This new season will be marked by unprecedented opportunities and financial blessings. You've been faithful through the tough seasons, and now it's time for your faith to be rewarded. Wealth and prosperity will flow to you effortlessly, and God will provide in ways you couldn't have imagined. This is not just about money. It's about a complete transformation of your life, touching your career, relationships, and health. Step into this new season with confidence. Embrace the wealth and prosperity that is being laid before you. This is the season where your dreams will come true, and you will witness the goodness of God in every aspect of your life. Your future is brighter than ever before. The abundance you've long awaited is now within your reach. God's timing is always perfect. Trust that this breakthrough is happening right now, at precisely the right time. Your waiting was never in vain. It was preparation for the overflow that is now being released into your life. The doors are open. Step forward. Your time is now.